In 2013, the Chinese military's latest unmanned drone aircraft prototype was introduced to the Western world via social media. From then on, the Gongyi 11 has remained so secretive that not even the world's top warfare analysts are sure of what it does. The possibilities are endless, from unmanned intelligence, surveillance, and reconnaissance missions to the world's most modern internal weapons bay, loaded on a strike drone capable of delivering 2,000-pound class munitions with satellite-level precision. But whatever this stealth drone might do, the Sharp Sword is undoubtedly a rare but practical blend of attributes, not likely to be matched by any other world power. The Sharp Sword. In early May of 2013, users on Chinese social media sites began posting a series of photos showing off a strange and angular prototype aircraft performing taxiing tests. According to several analysts, the photo's release was most likely related to the unveiling of the U.S. Department of Defense's annual report on China's military strength. The document singled out one aircraft as the most significant highlight of China's most recent development of unmanned aircraft. The model, and the prototype in the photos, was the Gongyi 11 Sharp Sword, China's first jet-powered stealth unmanned combat aerial vehicle. At the time, the 46-foot wingspan prototype featured an engine arrangement with a completely exposed and decidedly non-stealthy exhaust. Initially, analysts believed the prototype was an equivalent of the U.S. Navy 47B Demonstrator, a slightly larger but similar model. Still, even after the aircraft's photographs made the rounds on the internet, the project remained in total secrecy, but it is known that it completed a maiden flight and began subsequent tests. 6 years later, on October 1, 2019, the Chinese celebrated the 70th anniversary of the founding of the communist state with a parade crossing through Beijing's Tiananmen Square. During the showcase, the Chinese military showed off their newest and latest advanced weapon systems, some for the very first time. One of the aircraft was none other than a new and improved Sharp Sword. Secretive development. Photos taken during the 2019 Chinese parade showed that the unmanned combat air vehicle had a totally redesigned, more streamlined appearance, with a stealthier and concealed exhaust compared to its 2013 counterpart. This particular new feature significantly improves the unmanned aircraft's radar evading capabilities. According to estimated analysis, the Sharp Sword is a radar-absorbent unmanned aircraft with a top speed of 621 miles per hour and an impressive range of 2,500 miles. Since the initial appearance of the Sharp Sword, the secrecy surrounding the aircraft's specific roles and missions has been the subject of much speculation, although it is public knowledge that the G designation stands for Attack in English, confirming that this unmanned aircraft is a strike-focused UCAV first and foremost. Earlier reports suggested that the aircraft was able to carry 2,000-pound class munition in an internal bay. The drone would then operate a satellite data link to accurately conduct long-range unmanned missions well beyond the mainland. This was confirmed during the 2019 parade, as the newscasters on China Central Television, employed to narrate a play-by-play of the event, reportedly said that the Sharp Sword's primary mission would be conducting deep penetrating strikes on critical targets. More recent yet unconfirmed reports state that the People's Liberation Army Navy top brass is interested in acquiring a version of the Sharp Sword to depart from their aircraft carriers and perform unarmed and unmanned intelligence, surveillance, and reconnaissance missions. Still, it is said that the Gongyi 11 shown in Beijing was most likely only a mock-up of an improved variant that is still in development, rather than a flyable aircraft. The mock-up. The drone displayed at the 2019 event lacked many features commonly found on a flying aircraft, such as visible panel lines, air data systems, or thermal protective treatment to the exhaust area of the unmanned vehicle. The Gongyi 11 is most likely still not finished, and it is suggested that the Sharp Sword prototype will lead to an improved design that would become operational in the early 2020s. Several Western observers also spotted specific facets in the trailing edge on the Gongyi 11's wings that could be part of a modernized control arrangement that uses blasts of air instead of conventional control surfaces, giving the pilot a flap-free flight. If confirmed, China would become the first country to successfully develop and employ a morphing wing flight, as this feature is believed to be in very early stages everywhere else in the world. In addition, the Gangui 11 drone displayed at the Chinese National Day Parade revealed a similar design construction as many American aircraft, including the manned Northrop Grumman B-2 Spirit, Northrop Grumman B-21 Raider, and the unmanned Lockheed Martin RQ-170 Sentinel. This did not come as a surprise, as the Chinese military has a long documented history of producing new weapon platforms based on American systems only a few years after their introduction. Although initial images of the Gangui 11 drone printed in Chinese propaganda newspapers showed a striking resemblance to the fellow unmanned Lockheed Martin RQ-70 Sentinel, it was still unclear how alike they actually were, as the available photographs only showed the top of the aircraft, and it couldn't be deduced if the drone had weapon pylons or even an internal weapons bay. However, a subsequent 2021 event would answer many of these questions. New information. During the 2021 Zhuhai Air Show in South China's Guangdong province, the Gangui 11 finally offered a public look at its internal weapons bay underneath the drone. The event was carried out by the drone's developer, the Aviation Industry Corporation of China, or AVIC, and scale models of the stealth-armed reconnaissance drone and other familiar aircraft were displayed on a large rotary table in the center of the exposition. According to a report by the Global Times, a Chinese-backed newspaper, the Gangui 11 Sharp Sword has 2 weapon bays symmetrically positioned between the aircraft's 3 landing gears. In addition, each bay has room for 4 guided precision air-to-ground glide bomb ammunitions. After the event, it became clear that this stealthily armed drone, capable of carrying and firing glide bombs and precision-strike air-to-ground missiles, has no American functional equivalent, despite its resemblance to other American stealthy aircraft designs. And while many countries have armed stealth fighters, they are not like the Gangui 11, an aircraft with a unique blend of attributes unlike anything seen before. The future. The 2019 display of the Sharp Sword unmanned combat aerial vehicle was a key indicator of the level of interest that the Chinese military officials have in developing stealthy unmanned aircraft. In the last decade, China has also made significant strides in developing autonomous drone networks and other related technology. The Gangui 11 aircraft is only one of the many unmanned designs that Chinese aviation firms have been producing in recent years, and could be the beginning of a new era of unmanned air combat. Due to its ceiling, speed, and range capabilities, the Sharp Sword could perform a large variety of missions, and it's quite likely that a modified version is already conducting flight reconnaissance missions in Taiwan's Air Defense Identification Zone. However, secrecy clouds most of the project, and analysts are divided on how much attention should be given to it. The Sharp Sword is undoubtedly an exciting addition to the Chinese military's aircraft arsenal, and will most likely continue to puzzle Taiwanese and American intelligence analysts for years to come. Thank you for watching our Dark Tech video. Please let us know your thoughts about this mysterious prototype in the comments below. And make sure to subscribe to all of our Dark Documentaries channels and hit the notification bell to get notified of our new and exciting content.